Okay guys, so today we are going to do something a little different. What you're going to do is, let me move this up so you can see what I'm doing here. You are going to work on creating yourself some flashcards over properties of rocks and minerals, and but you're going to do it a little different than normal. So what you're going to need to do, you should already be logged onto your computer. Go ahead and open up Google Chrome. And okay, so here's my home page. I want to go to South Valley's website. So you can just Google South Valley Junior High, and it's going to be the first link here. Okay. Alright, once you get here, if you're not here, it's okay. Just follow along. You'll be able to catch up. What you're going to do, you're going to go over here and click on Student Email. Once you get here, you're going to come to this screen, and you need to go ahead and log in. So your username and password, and then go ahead and hit sign in. Once this goes, okay, so probably what you're going to see is you're going to see a couple messages that Wendy Danner has shared types of rocks and properties of mineral stuff with you. You can click on it from your email, or you can go up here and click on Drive. And from your Drive, which is basically your Google Docs, you'll see these top two things right here. These are what we're going to be working on. Okay, now what you're going to see, if you go ahead and open this up, click on the properties of minerals and rocks, flashcards, you're going to see as it loads, it looks a lot like a PowerPoint. Okay, so here's your presentation right here, but before you do anything to this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to be working through this with your table partner. Okay, so let's just kind of go through and look at the presentation here. So properties of rocks and minerals, the who, what, where, and how of minerals. What's your purpose? You're going to be describing properties used to identify rocks and minerals. And these are, you can call them collaborative notes or like flashcards. So what you're going to do, you're going to work through this presentation as though you were creating flashcards. So we're kind of doing it digitally, and you can access it anywhere, add pictures, stuff like that. What you're going to be doing is you're going to have two slides per property. The first slide is going to include the name of the property and the picture. Second slide is going to include 3 bits of information. You're going to have describing the property, you're going to have including a picture that relates to this property, and describe how you identified this property in the lab. Maybe like with a streak, you took the mineral and you basically drew a line on the streak plate and you looked at what color that line was. That would be a description as to how you identified it. Resources. So what can you use to find this stuff? Well, there's lots of stuff on the web. However, remember, Wikipedia is probably not the best choice for you. You need to stick with things that look reputable. Joe's Rock Blob is probably not the best site for you to use. A textbook would be good. There's a website at the bottom of the page here, sciencespot.net. Tons of good information on that. Okay. Also, I've asked you to put pictures in. Be sure that you say where you got those pictures from. Okay? These are not your pictures. You did not take them yourself. You are getting them from other sources, so you need to be sure that you cite or record that information. Okay, so there are 4 properties of rocks that we've got going here on here. Form, is it like a solid, stuff like that. Color, composition, and texture. Properties of minerals, there are 10. Color, hardness, luster, cleavage, fracture, density, odor, specific gravity, crystallization, after I fix the Z, okay, and streak, okay. Alright, so here's an example of what your first slide would look like. You have the property right here. There's a picture that kind of describes color. There's lots of choices that you could do for color, but this one works. And then down here, I just inserted a text box and copy and pasted the website that I used to get this picture. Okay, here's my other slide. So color, this is a description, so it's a physical appearance of the rock. Number 2 is talking about the picture. So here's my picture down here that I got from fireplacecarolina.com. And number 3, remember, was how I identified that particular property. So I described the property by looking at it and describing what colors we saw. Okay, so as you go through here, you'll see I've got kind of a template in here with all the different ones. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to work with your partner on this. Now, before you start anything, once you've opened up the document that I shared with you, if you and your partner start going in and making changes to this, all 150 some odd of my students are going to see all of your changes. So what you need to do is you need to go up to File, and you're going to make a copy. Okay? Now you can, what I would suggest as far as your name, I would put your last name and whoever you're working with this on, minerals and flashcards. So let's say I'm working with Mr. Linger on this, and we'll do, so my name, Mr. Linger's last name, properties of minerals and rocks, flashcards. Okay, then hit OK. Okay, and notice up here at the top it's popping up. Basically now I can make a change to this and it's only going to change it on my side. It's not going to change the original. Now, one of you needs to do that, not both of you. Okay, so let's say I went ahead and did that, and what I need to do then is I need to share this with Mr. Linger so that he and I can work on the same document at the same time, and share and work together. Okay, so what you're going to do, go over here and click on this share button, and you're going to have something like this pop up. Notice I'm at a different website, so it's working, but whatever. So what you're going to do, go down here, okay, and as you guys, you can just type in their last name and it should populate and you can select that person. Okay, I actually will have to go through and type Mr. Linger's name on here at student.liberty.k12.mo.us, and then hit share and save. Okay, so now you can go through here and you can see that me, Wendy Danner, I own it, and Mr. Linger can edit it. Okay, also what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and share it with me. So you would type in my last name, hit me, and then hit you would hit done. Okay, so you would need to type in, okay, this is a little bit different because I'm on a different, I'm not on my student one, so I could edit it. Okay, so type my name and then hit share and save. Okay, and then hit done. Okay. Alright, so then you guys would decide what you're going to do to go ahead and go through these, work together, and get them all filled in. Okay. As far as saving, you can hit Control S and it'll save, but Google, one thing great about Google is it should automatically save as you work. Okay, so there's that one, and then you're going to go through and do the same thing with the types of rocks. So this one, as I open it here, same thing. You'll go through, go to File, make yourself a copy, okay, share it with your table partner, and it's going to have directions on there for you. Please, please, please be sure that you share it with me so that I can go through and see what you guys have done. Your goal is to have this done by the end of the block. That's your goal. You should definitely have, I want you to work on the properties of rocks and minerals one first, then on the types of rocks. Okay. If you have any questions, you can email me. I will do my best to email you back. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing at the time. Okay. All right. Have a great day. Good luck. Bye.